It's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing a new fun tutorial for you, and I used this Maybelline the Nudes palette for my eye look today. And I have done a look in the past with Maybelline's the Blushed Nudes eyeshadow palette, and out of those two palettes I definitely like this one more. But yeah, this is the look that I came up with using this palette. So without further ado, here comes the tutorial. I'm going to use Baby Skin by Maybelline. Oh, I forgot to put in my eye drops. So now I'm going to use the Maybelline Baby Skin primer, and I apply that all over. Then I add a little bit of under-eye primer. Today I'm using the Spackle under-eye primer by Nørgaard. Do you guys like my body chain? I got it on eBay for a couple bucks. So since I'm going to New York and London in the summer, I want to use up some of my MAC products so I can use them in the Back to MAC program, because we don't have that in Denmark. So I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation in NC25. And because this is a bit too dark for me, I'm going to mix in some Marc Jacobs Remarkable in Ivory Lights. So I mix in mainly the MAC foundation and then just add a bit of the Marc Jacobs, because the Marc Jacobs is very concentrated, so you don't need a lot. So I'm using a flat top brush that I got from my eBay foundation and concealer brush set. It's super affordable. And you guys see me use these foundation brushes all the time. I really love them. My favorites are the slanted foundation brushes. So for concealer, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear in the color NC15. Again, I'm trying to use this up so I can back to MAC it. I go ahead and dab that underneath my eyes. And then I use a little bit more just for highlighting purposes. As always, I use my little W7 sponge to blend this out. And I completely forgot how good this concealer is. It's really amazing. So I'm going to use the same powder for my under-eye concealer and for my face. And that is the Clinique loose powder. So I like to set my under-eye first because that creases. So I really want to make sure I get that down. So then I go ahead on the rest of the face with the same exact powder. So I just went ahead and started to powder my face, and apparently there were some dark eyeshadow on my powder brush. So I'm just going to use this brush. So for bronzer, I'm going to use this one by e.l.f. This is their Warm Tan Bronzer. So I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics Deluxe Fan Brush. And with this and the bronzer, I'm just bronzing up all over my face. So for a little contouring, I'm going to use Bahama Mama by the Balm. So this is a satin bronzer and it's slightly darker than the one I used before. So I'm going to start by doing my nose contour. And then I'm just slightly going to deepen up the bronzed areas of my face with my NARS brush. And of course that also includes the cheekbones. And finally the jawline. And I'm just going to blend that in a little bit. And furthermore, I'm going to blend in this nose contour and the jawline contour. So for blush, I'm going to use Sandalwood by Jordana. And I'm applying that on the apples of my cheeks. And for a little bit of highlight, I'm going to use MAC Vanilla Pigment. And I apply my highlight right here. Isn't this color just so pretty? And then I apply a little bit above my brows. Then I'm applying it above the lips and right down the nose. So I'm going to set all my face makeup with the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set. This one is so intense, I always forget that. So for my brows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Soft Brown. And I'm just going to do my brows like how I normally do them. And now in the very inner corners, I'm going to do some NYX micro brow pencil in taupe. So I do little strokes like this. And basically any lighter brow product will work. And then I just set the brows with a little bit of e.l.f. clear brow gel. So like always, I go ahead and I just quickly clean them up. Just to make them a little bit sharper. And I only clean up the bottom. And I just use my same old little sponge to blend this out. So my primer is the Essence I Love Color Intensifying Base. And in case you guys don't know, this is a great drugstore primer. So I just apply a little bit and I go in with my finger and blend it out. So now I'm grabbing Maybelline the Nudes eyeshadow palettes. And I'm going to start out with the light gold color. And I'm going to apply that in the center of the eyelid. So right in here. Then I'm going to take this darker goldy color and I'm going to apply this color on the inner and outer parts of the eyelid. So I'm going to use the color over here right next to the dark gold. And this is going to be the transitioning color. And right in here in the inner part of the crease, I'm using my little Morphe brush to apply the color because it's a lot smaller. And I also use this to kind of blend the lid colors into this transitioning color. So now I'm using the shimmery highlight color. And I'm going to use this to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner. And this shadow actually reminds me so much of Vanilla Pigment because it's really light. But it has that pink and yellow kind of iridescence to it. It's really pretty. And as I said, I'm also applying this around the tear duct. So now I'm going back and blending in the crease. And I go ahead and apply a bit more of the dark gold color. And I go ahead and blend it out. And finally I just add a touch more of the light gold color. So now I'm using the dark gold right along the outer corner of my lower lash line. And of course along the inner corner. And then I do the exact same thing with the light gold right here in the center. So I've really been liking the e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner lately, and that is also what I'm going to use today for my wing liner. And as always, I'm going to use Shurimura's eyelash curler, my favorite. So I'm trying out this Natural Collection mascara today. This is called the Lash Definition Mascara in the color Black. And I'm going to start out with the top lashes. The formula seems a little bit thin and it doesn't really seem to do that much for my lashes. So far I'm not impressed. And of course I can't do makeup anymore without setting my mascara. So I'm using Estee Lauder's little black primer. And I don't ever use this for priming anymore. Now I only use it for kind of sealing in my mascara like I do right now. So for my lower lash mascara, I'm going to use this mascara on the outer and inner corners. And I'm also going to set this mascara with my primer. And then right in the center, I'm going to use this gold mascara by Physicians Formula. This is the, what's it called? Glam Hazel Eyes Custom Eye Enhancing Mascara Duo. And I'm just applying this gold mascara on the middle lashes. Okay, so I know this is being so fucking extra, but I'm going to set that little bit of gold mascara as well with my e.l.f. waterproof mascara top coat because this is clear Now mine is a little bit gray because I've used it over black mascara so many times, but it should be okay. So I'm going to use these Clinique false lashes. These are in the style number A13. No, 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 no. Okay, so I'm applying a little bit more Estee Lauder little black primer to get my real lashes to kind of adhere to the fake lashes. And I just kind of use my fingers to make sure my real lashes stick to my fake lashes. And finally for eyes, I'm going to use a white eyeliner pencil. This is MAC Fascinating Eye Kohl. So these are the eyes, super pretty if I do say so myself. So for lips, I thought I would do something different and not just do a nude lip. Instead, I think I'm going to do kind of an orangey lip. So I'm going to start out with Spice Lip Liner by MAC. So for lipstick, I'm going to use this one by Rimmel. This is the Moisture Renew lipstick in the color 660 in Love with Ginger, and it's a beautiful orange color. So I'm going to dab that on. So once that's done, I'm going to remove the innermost part so it doesn't end up right here. Okay, so before I end this video, I just want to contour and highlight my collarbones. So I kind of push my shoulder forward like this so I can see where my collarbone is. And then I just go right around it with the Balm bronzer. And I go ahead and blend it out. And I'm not a pro at this. I'm just trying over here. And then I go ahead and highlight the collarbones. You can see they look much more defined now. And I'm also going to highlight my boobs because why not? So you could also contour your boobs. I haven't done it before, but I guess you would go right here with your contour powder. But yeah, I just highlight my boobs just for a little bit more glow, but I don't really need them to look any bigger. Okay, so here we are all finished. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. So take care and bye bye!